else start making lemonade?
Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
All right, morning. Well, it's good opportunity for us this week to build on what we did last week, leading up to the Washington game, and then in the Washington game. So, had a couple meetings to make some corrections, and hopefully we'll be able to show some improvement, see new teams, see some new matchups, see some things that we haven't seen before, not just in the game, but obviously in practice as well. So. Looking forward to the opportunity to move our football team ahead and improve it, and it's a good opportunity for all of us, coaches, players, staff, to go on the road, work together, and smooth out some of our operational things that will come up over the course of the year. So we'll work out here today to kind of clean up some things on our end, and then be ready to go tomorrow morning. Yeah, well, we've gone through it on the tape, and we met on it Friday, and then some of those things today we continue to address. So, but we also have to move on. So some of it'll be improvement and correction. Some of it'll be some new things that we just have to move ahead with. Yeah, just what I said. Work on the things that we need to work on and move ahead with some new installation and things that we haven't done yet, so we can be ready to run those against Philadelphia.
What's the coordination process like planning these joint practices, especially as a team with a new coaching staff?
Yeah, no, it's been good. Philadelphia's been great. They've given us everything that we need. So, there's a few moving parts and things like that, like there always are, but we'll work through those, and ultimately the benefits of working against the Eagles and for two solid days, I think will more than make up for whatever inconvenience there is. Not that there's a big one, but yeah, just a little bit.
How would you say the team came out of the game health-wise?
Yeah, we got a few things that we're working through. See how it goes.
Nothing like major that could cause
So I don't know. I wouldn't tell any player if he's got an injury that it's not major. It's major to him. So, career threatening? Probably not. No.
Bill, do you have much of a relationship, or did you, with Coach Sirianni before?
No. Talked to Nick this spring, but no, I haven't really crossed paths with him.
What are your impressions of him in his career and how he's come up to the position he's in now?
Yeah, well, I mean, like a lot of the coordinators, had a lot of success as a coordinator, and I look forward to working with him this week.
Well, how much of the joint practices over the years helped you with the evaluation process?
Yeah, it's part of it. So it's not all of it, but it's part of it. We've certainly seen plenty of ourselves against ourselves out here, and if that's what it is, that's what it is. Like last year, that's all we had. But we have an opportunity to work with another team. It helps players playing against different players, but it also helps us see different schemes and different way, the way another team does something. It's different than the way we do it. So it's a great opportunity.
Is it a quick turnaround from the time the preseason schedule gets released, or you become aware of it, to, hey, we'd like to have joint practices, or how early those conversations happen?
Well, each team submits the preseason games that they'd like to play, and if you've arranged that with the other team, then usually they do it that way. I don't know exactly how all the scheduling comes down, but the way the preseason schedule came out is the way we expected it to come out. back in March or whatever it was. Didn't come out till when, May? I don't know. But it came out the way we expected it to. So it was like, well, if it goes this way, then can we do this? Yeah. So the Giants, Philly, and Washington, it all worked out the way that, and again, this year was a little different because we have the one home game and the 2 away games in preseason, and the NFC teams have the 2 home games and 1 away game. So it kind of, because it's all in the same division, or same conference, I should say, it all kind of worked out logistically fairly smoothly. But the league's pretty good about that. Usually if you request it and the other team requests it, then generally you do it. They got to make it all work, so somewhere along the line somebody probably doesn't get exactly what they want, but for the most part I'd say it's been pretty good.
Got a lot of veteran linebackers in here before, but obviously with Kyle Back, Matt Judon, Dante Hightower, you just have a lot of experience and seems leadership. How have those 3 guys sort of helped the younger, and you have veteran guys like that, do they make life easier for the coaching staff?
Well, it just they can handle a lot more, and adjustments and things that happen on the field that I mean, look, once you see the offense come out of the huddle and see where guys are aligned and what formation they're in, like, you know a lot more than you do when you call the defense on the sideline. So Devin in the back end, and Juwan's got 4 years of experience too. So Juwan, Kyle, Matt, that certainly helps to have players with experience that, then they just have to understand what the tools are and when to use which tool and make sure that we're on the same page with it. But yeah, they can just do a lot more than guys with less experience. I mean, for the most part. Now, Mayo, that was a different story, but there's not too many though. Devin, even young when he was 2nd, 3rd year player, yeah, but those guys it's not too many of them.
So you mentioned some of the new looks you'll see from Philly on defense. What do you expect some of the challenges, at least with the wrinkles we talked about, from them the next 2 days?
Well, I mean, they got a lot of good players up front for sure. I mean, they got good pass rushers. They got some big guys, some athletic guys. So they have a good front. I mean, similar to Washington in terms of good players in those positions. Obviously, different players, so we'll see how we do. I'm sure that they're evolving in what they're doing. So what they played against Pittsburgh, but we'll see. Maybe the same thing. They may add to their scheme a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But whatever it is, it'll be good for us to, as coaches, to see it, adjust to it, make some adjustments on the field on Monday and Tuesday when the practices they're a little bit different. So whatever we see, it'd be kind of like a game. You'd have to recognize it, and after that series, adjust to it, figure out what you want to do if you need to, do something to handle a formation or something that they're doing, or a blitz that they run or something like that offensively, that you have to see that. And so that's good. We don't keep saying the same stuff over and over from our offense, and some of our plays, some of our periods are scripted, so we kind of know what's coming, just so we can get the matchup that we want to coach off of. But this is more of a game-like situation from that standpoint, so it'll be good for all of us.
I know the 3rd preseason game in past years, obviously, so-called dress rehearsal from a preparation standpoint. Will you get any sort of those meetings and game plan either here against Philadelphia, even though you're practicing together, or against the Giants, you're also practicing together?
Well, this week it's like the game plan's practice. I mean, can't get a better look at what they do than, like, that's better run it off cards. So we'll see exactly what we need to see from them. They'll see it from us, and that is the scouting report, and the game plan will flow off of that. So deal with next week. It'd be a little bit of the same thing. So, but again, the game plan in preseason is pretty minimal anyway. I mean, I don't think there's really a lot to game plan for. Teams basically running their major, their main stuff. They're not really running it specifically for you. they're probably running it more for these things we need to see, these things we need to work on. May or may not be what they would call against you in a normal game anyway, but they need it to be ready for, the season. So this is really just a good opportunity to, I would say, see those things quickly without knowing exactly what's coming as a coach, figure it out, explain it to the players if it needs to be explained, and then, make the right adjustment to handle it. Not wait till the game's over, or not wait till Monday morning, but try to do it in real time. Okay, see you in Philadelphia. Thanks.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Opponents? I've gone up against thousands.
And there's an opponent we're all up against, COVID-19.
But there's a way to beat it. Get vaccinated.
So when it's your turn, roll up your sleeves.
And let's get to the finish line together.
When did Bud Light Seltzer start making lemonade?
Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Opponents? I've gone up against thousands.
And there's an opponent we're all up against, COVID-19.
But there's a way to beat it. Get vaccinated.
So when it's your turn, roll up your sleeves.
And let's get to the finish line together.
When did Bud Light Seltzer start making lemonade?
Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Opponents? I've gone up against thousands.
And there's